archives. Literally, yes, I just filmed chapter 5 and 4. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and the Ink Machine began when the developer cartoonist known as the Meatly experimented with bringing a sketch 2D style into a 3D world. After turning the idea into a horror game, Chapter 1 of the game was created in a little under a week with programmer friend Mike Mood and released on February 10th in 2017. Much to their surprise, it struck a chord with global indie games almost overnight. The Meatly and Mike Mood decided to drop all other projects to work on Bendy and tell a most unique ink story. The entire game was completed a chapter at a time in a year and a half by a small but dedicated group of indie developers. Although the concept and story remained as originally intended, the game changed over development as characters and models were refined from their early thrown-together versions. This archive is a peek behind the scenes at that process. Yep, that's me. Once an equal business partner, yeah. You guys can read all this. This is the first version of Bendy ever modeled in the earliest concepts. Bendy was much smaller and cuter, with a face that split open to reveal a terrifying mouth. Alpha Bendy, yep, we all know that. Okay. Beta Bendy, Ink Bendy. So this is the final Bendy. There he is. Piper's Beta Searcher. Final Searcher. Beta Sammy. Final Sammy. He has abs. He doesn't. Oh, this thing. Alice. Allison. Tom. Beta Boris. Oh, I remember that. Boris, Final, and Brute Boris. Well, guys, that is it for Bendy and the Ink Machine. But there is one last thing we need to check. One last final thing. And go to 26 out of 60 achievements. So, more activity. So, a special hat went to Jack Fane, Chapter 2. The Believer survived being chased by Bendy, Chapter 2. Favorite song, Chapter 2. Solved the musical puzzle, all that. Old problems, listen to all the audio logs in Chapter 2. Still listen to all the audio logs in Chapter 4. Knick-knack, paddywhack, got the poor doggy a bone. Ultimate stomach ache, hunted down all swollen searchers. Front lines, survived the butcher's gang attacks. And hold on, how do I just check achievements? Oh, here we go. So it's 30 for picking up the pieces. Collect all of them. Hello Bendy. So this is all when I got it on my old computer. Picking up the pieces, Hello Bendy, Crooner Tuner, The Creator, My Favorite Song, The Believer, Old Problems, Spare Parts, Feeling the Pressure, Anger Management, Front Lines, Ultimate Stomachache, Darker Places, Survive the Inky Abyss, The Path of the Demon, Choose the Way of Bendy, Knick-knack, paddywhack, got the poor doggy a bone, A Special Hat went into Jack Fane, A Haunting We Will Go, Restore Power to the Haunted House, Around and Around, Defeat Bartram, Still Listening, listen to all the audio logs in Chapter 4, Reunited, Found Boris, Wasting Time, Ring the Bell, To Heck and Back, complete the main story, Gold Bricking, let others do the work. Oh, okay. Shadows and suffering. Discover what's living below. Yeah, I remember that. Pipes and problems. Find a new way through. We still have 34 hidden achievements waiting. This will not be the end of this game. It definitely won't. Just we need 34 more achievements and then we're done. Screen. Apparently, there's more to explore in the archives, whatever it's called. There's just a tiny thing we missed. Right here in the middle. The original ink machine. Before a major visual upgrade, this version of the ink machine was the one used in the game. Much of this ink machine's iconic fan love design was translated into the final version. The Butcher Gang. The Piper, Striker, and Fisher made up the dreaded Butcher Gang. Interestingly, the ink-corrupted versions of the characters were designed first and then were reverse engineered back into their more family-friendly cartoon forms. And then we got Bertram, the guy in the boss battle. Thomas. This thing here is just straight